Hi, welcome to my new video for beginners. Today we are going to learn how to draw a bottom-up view of arches in two-point perspective step by step. Okay, then let's get started right away. As always, I start by drawing the horizon line. The horizon line should be parallel to the top and bottom edges of the paper. We will draw this arch as if we are looking at it from pretty close to the ground. So I drew the horizon line close to the bottom edge of the paper. Then I draw a vertical line that goes through the middle of the horizon line. This vertical line doesn't actually serve any structural purpose, but it will help me draw the arch symmetrically. The point where these two lines meet is our first vanishing point, and I put the second vanishing point above the first point near the top edge of the paper. Then I draw two straight lines starting from the top vanishing point. The distances of these two lines from the vertical line should be the same. To ensure this, you can measure the distances on the horizon line with a ruler and mark the points. Then connect the marked points to the vanishing point at the top. Okay, now I am drawing a horizontal line here. The arch will be above this horizontal line. I am putting a dot here. This will be the rise of the arch. Then I use that point to draw a slightly curved line. This line is basically the lower edge of the arch. Now let's draw the crown of the arch. I draw two short horizontal lines, one on the right and one on the left. I am putting another dot on the vertical line. Then I connect all the points with a slightly curved line. I am sure you can draw these curved lines better than I can. I am not very good at it. You may wonder why we drew this arch so small. Because we are looking at the arch from below and it is far away from us. This is exactly how perspective works. Things that are far away look small. Now let's draw the keystone of the crown. Keystone is the top block in an arch. Starting with the keystone will make drawing the stones in this section easier. I use this point as a guide when drawing the stones. It's really important to use this point. Okay, I think it's time to draw the ceiling and the walls. Just draw a horizontal line here and use the vanishing point below to complete the ceiling. If you are struggling to draw straight lines, you may use a ruler. That's it. It is very easy, right? Now it is time for the walls. We will do this using the vanishing point at the top. You won't believe how simple it is. I will draw the bottom edge of the wall as well. This line will be just below the horizon line. Let me darken these lines. Everything is a bit clearer now, right? Now, let's add some thickness to the walls. I will use both vanishing points for this. I draw straight lines on the left and right sides, starting from the vanishing point at the top. Make sure the wall thickness is the same on both sides. Okay, now I will use the vanishing point at the bottom. I will finish up with a few short straight lines. I am darkening the lines a bit. I am erasing the guidelines. Everything is much clearer now. As you can see, the arch is missing thickness. Now we are going to finish it. It is a piece of cake. We have done something similar before. Let's take a look at how I do it. It is very easy, right? Now let's draw the bottom parts of the stones here. I will use the vanishing point at the bottom. Great. Now we need to add stones to the walls. I'm going to draw some horizontal lines on this wall, starting here and going all the way down. Just remember to increase the distance between each line as you go down. So the top row will be the narrowest and the bottom row the widest. As I said before, objects get smaller the further away they are. The bottom row is the one closest to us, so it should be the widest one. The number of rows of stones is up to you. Now let's connect these lines with the vanishing point at the bottom. Okay guys, the most important stage of the drawing is done. As you can see, the arch is finished. Now all we need to do is draw the stones on the walls. Drawing these is also very straightforward. For the stone rows on the side walls, use the bottom vanishing point. For the lengths of the stones, use the top vanishing point. The stones don't have to be the same size. Don't worry about this. I will be back in a moment. Until then, enjoy the drawing. Okay, the walls are done. Now it's time for the background. This doorway probably leads to a corridor. I will draw the wall of the corridor as the background. Let's do it. I am drawing a few more lines horizontally. I am making the space between these lines smaller as I move upwards. Then I use the vanishing point at the top. Finally, we can finish the job by adding a few touches to the floor. Okay guys, we're done. It looks great, right? Do you get that amazing sense of depth? That is the power of perspective. When you change your point of view, you can create amazing scenes for your artistic works. Now it is time to add the detail and shading. I have sped the video up here to save you time. But as you know, the focus of this video is perspective. So I won't be giving any information about shading. Shading is a whole other ballgame with its own set of rules. But to give you an idea, I will quickly show you how to do shading. Still, I can give you a few tips. Start shading with soft light touches. Be gentle with the pencil and paper. As you go through the process of shading, make the lines darker. Just remember that it is a piece of cake to darken a light area, but it's a real challenge to lighten a dark one. Basically, it is best to shade from light to dark. The structures you can see on the screen at the moment are mostly from ancient or medieval times. It is pretty normal for these to become deformed over time. So it wouldn't be realistic to draw these structures with smooth, flat surfaces. You must deform the stones, walls, and floors. You can easily achieve this using the power of shading. Okay guys, we are at the end of our drawing. I hope this video was helpful. On my channel, I have got loads of videos on how to draw arches and other ancient structures from different angles. It would be great if you subscribe to my channel to show your support. See you again in another video. Have a great day. Bye.